Hello and welcome back to Culinary Haven. As I promised in one of our recent episodes, today we're making butternut squash risotto, Culinary Haven style. A seasonal dish that everyone loves. Let's begin. To make butternut squash risotto, you'll need 1 butternut squash, 1 onion, 4 cloves of garlic, 1 small pack of pancetta, 2 cups of arborio rice, some thyme, 60 grams of butter, half a cup of white wine, 1 liter of chicken stock, some olive oil, salt and pepper, and some freshly grated parmesan cheese. And we'll start with preparing the butternut squash, which we'll roast. We'll have to peel and dice it, then with the garlic, the thyme, salt and pepper, olive oil, and roast it at 180 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. Just cut the top, wrong knife, and the bottom off, cut it in half, and then put it like this and peel the hard skin off. It's better to do it this way so you're not holding it in your hands, so there's no danger of you cutting yourself. The hard skin on pumpkins and butternut squash is really not easy to get rid of. The other half, same thing. This half has seeds in it, so we'll have to cut it in half again and discard the seeds. Just with a spoon. And now we're going to dice it to about ½ inch cubes. They're not really cubes, but and same again. And the second half. Scatter it on your roasting tray. And 4 cloves of garlic. Just bruise them with flat side of the knife and throw it in. Now, actually, I'm going to use this. Some salt to your taste, black pepper, and fresh thyme, which will finely chop. That's enough actually. And olive oil. All over. And now we're going to put it into the preheated to 180 degrees Celsius oven for 30 minutes until it's all soft inside and golden brown on the outside. And the butternut squash is ready, nice and golden, and we'll just discard the garlic because it's dry and it's done everything it had to do, gave all its lovely flavors, and don't need it anymore. We'll put this aside and we'll start cooking the risotto. So I've actually added the oil that I had left on the roasting tin, and that's actually enough to start cooking. I will add the pancetta right now, and we'll cook it for a few minutes until it's golden. Give it a little stir. We're browning the pancetta so it will give a flavor to the oil and also release its fat into the dish. Just what we're looking for here. Another couple of minutes and then we'll add the chopped onions. Now I'm going to add a little bit more oil. Quite a bit more oil actually, because I didn't put much. That's enough. And now the onions. Stir it. Turn it up a little bit, the heat. Fried pancetta and onions. Smells so good. When the oil is hot again, we'll have to turn the heat down because we don't want to brown the onions. We just want to saute them until they're pale, very pale golden and soft. Actually, we don't need any color from that. That's hot enough. Turning it down, stirring it, and cook it for about 5 minutes until they're translucent and soft. I'm just actually going to cover it with the lid and let them cook for a couple of minutes with the lid on. There you go, the onions are nicely cooked and it's time to add the rice. 2 cups of arborio rice. Give it a stir. Turn the heat up for just a minute. And we're going to cook the rice like this in oil and onions for about 3 minutes. It takes about 3 to 5 minutes to cook the rice at this stage until it gets translucent, and then we start adding the liquids. Now we can start adding the liquid, and the first goes a half a cup of white wine. And now we'll cook it stirring and not add any more liquids until all the wine is absorbed. The secret to a good risotto is you have to take your time. There is no rush, there is no shortcuts. You can't just put all the liquid in and let it cook. It will not be the same. You have to add it gradually, 1 ladle at a time, and stir it and cook it and wait until all the liquid is absorbed before you add more. And then you will have a lovely, creamy, silky risotto. It does take a little bit of time, but it is worth it. Okay? And now it's time to add the stock. 1 ladle of chicken stock at a time. And stir and cook until it's all gone. And we're cooking it on low to medium heat. Altogether it will take about 20 minutes until it's ready. It's almost time to add the second ladle of the chicken stock. Make sure that the stock is hot before you start adding it to the risotto, so it doesn't cool down. Everything will take much longer otherwise. And keep stirring and keep cooking. nice and slowly. When getting there, there is only about 3 or so ladles left. Ladles of stock. Adding one more. With each ladle you can see how the consistency and the texture of the dish changes. It gets thicker and creamier. Turn the heat up a little bit. It doesn't take that long for each ladle full of stock to disappear. Just keep stirring. That's it. Another one. It is a little bit time consuming, but if you want it to be perfect, you have to do it right. And the last ladle goes in. And we're nearly there. And at this point we're going to stir in the roasted butternut squash. It doesn't need any cooking, it's been cooked completely. It's just to stir it into the dish and heat it up. And the last 2 steps is to add the butter and the parmesan cheese. There is no liquid left. We're adding 60 grams or 4 tablespoons of butter, stirring it in. Time to add the parmesan cheese. Half a cup of freshly grated parmesan cheese. Stir it in, and you'll need a little bit more cheese as well to sprinkle on top when you serve it. And that's that already. And now I'm going to cover it with the lid, switch it off, and let it stand for 10 minutes before serving. And here it is, all ready and served. And I like to serve it with a salad of fresh tomatoes, salad onions, some sweet pointy peppers and basil, and dressed with olive oil and balsamic vinegar. I hope you like it. Thank you for watching this episode of Culinary Haven. Until next time, bye!